morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Tuesday, January 12th. I appreciate you tuning in today as we are going to talk about adult literacy.
About adult education.
Adult education. We're going to make people smarter.
That's right. We're going to try.
We're going to make people smarter. It always helps you to make people smarter. Sharmila Kakac is here, and we're going to talk with Sharmila about that and about Illinois Eastern College's efforts in that area, and community colleges. And then we're going to talk about who knows what, all kinds of different stuff. We can't wait.
That's right.
We're going to talk about Melvin Spencer, for crying out. No, we're not talking about it.
I got a story or two.
I bet you do. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, but do appreciate you tuning in here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV here in Flora on channel 100 or channel 26, in everywhere else on channel 100 unless you're in Salem on channel 99. So I do appreciate you being along today for the ride. What is going on this morning? What's going on around the area today? Not a ton here in the kind of the early part of the year, but I do have a couple of things up in Jasper County. Now, if you're going to this, I suspect you already know about it, but this is the DUI risk education class going on up at the Jasper County Health Department. 2 o'clock today. It's going to be today through Friday from 2 o'clock to 4:30 each day. Classes are limited to only 5 spots, and you do need to register at 618-783-4154, and it's a $110 fee. So before you start classes, and that's what I'm saying. If you need to go to that class, you probably already know about it. I would think, wouldn't you think?
Absolutely.
I would think so.
Yeah.
One other thing going on today, up in Vandalia, it is the Vandalia Rotary. They're hosting a Red Cross blood drive today, and that's going to be at the Moose Lodge up there in Vandalia. You can find that 328 South 3rd Street up in Vandalia from noon until 6 o'clock today. You don't need to scoot back. I can see you around. You're
right.
fine. And it says right there, be the lifeline that people need. Now, I always tell folks, if you're going to donate blood, and I urge you to donate blood. If you are, however, going to do that, you need to make an appointment because it's going to make things a lot easier and a lot faster for you, a lot more convenient for everybody. So go online to redcrossblood.org, redcrossblood.org, and they'll be find that particular blood drive. Or if you don't want to go to Vandalia, I know that there's one tomorrow in Fairfield. I'll tell you about blood drives all the time. But again, go to redcrossblood.org. And you can make an appointment there, as well as fill out your paperwork to save time once you get there. It is the easiest thing to do, and it is a wonderful thing to do. Do you donate? I ask, and I don't feel like that I'm putting you on the spot. I ask whenever I have a blood donation, a drive, I always ask the person with me if they donate blood. Do you donate blood?
I do not.
You do not?
I have not.
No, well, it's something you might want to consider.
Absolutely.
I
have not yet.
So you have not considered
not voluntarily donated blood yet. No.
Don't worry about that. I know a lot of people. I am married to someone who has not donated blood because she is deathly afraid of needles.
Well, I can see that. I mean, and I'm not afraid of needles. It's just something I guess I have not considered, and I should really think about it. Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah.
There. See, now we've converted one. She's gonna.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe she says.
No, it's a very nice thing to do. It's
there you go.
Absolutely.
Well, you see, since you're saying it's a very nice thing to do, I won't brag on how many pints I've donated.
Well, I'd love to know that.
You would love to know.
I would love to know. Absolutely.
Well, I have donated 131 pints of blood, and tell you a little story how I still donate, but my goal as my life went on, and you would enjoy this with your sons having gone to college and living in a frat house and all that kind of stuff.
Do we have to talk about that now?
No, I'm sorry. Well, I'm just yeah, you're right. But my goal opened with donating a pony keg.
Okay.
an 8-gallon keg of beer.
Okay.
And then my next goal was the half barrel. And so now I have donated a half barrel
Okay.
of blood.
So, okay. I mean, everybody's got to have goals.
Everybody
has
needs
different
a
goals,
goal.
right.
That's exactly
You know,
right,
milk
Sharmila.
jugs for me, whatever.
There you go. Everybody's got goals. Absolutely right.
So,
That's
whatever
fine.
gets that blood.
That's exactly right. Whatever gets the blood out. So there you go. Go to redcrossblood.org and you'll be able to find out all kinds of more information, whatever you're looking for. This is also National Pharmacist Day. National Pharmacist Day on January 12th annually recognizes and honors all pharmacists across the nation. Of course, the roles of pharmacists have really shifted over the year, where once they served as the classic lick, stick, and pour dispensary, they now serve up as an integrated member of the healthcare team. They're directly involved in patient care and often play a vital role in patients' recovery. They will give flu shots. I don't think pharmacists are as yet giving any of the COVID shots, are they?
I don't think so.
I think
No.
they're just at the health department and
right,
stuff.
right.
But pharmacists give flu shots and they do all that kind of business. Do you ever wonder you want some trivia?
Yes.
How
What?
Agatha Christie came to know so much about poisons for her murder mysteries? She was a pharmacy
Pharmacist.
dispenser in
Okay.
World War One.
Okay. That was one of the books that I read that series when I lived in India. It was very popular.
Sure. Oh,
English
yeah.
series are very
Everywhere.
popular in India, particularly. Enid Blyton, Agatha
you scoot
Christie.
up just
I'm
a little
sorry.
bit. That's all right.
Agatha Christie. So I think I read every book.
Have you really?
Pretty much.
What's your
That-
favorite Agatha Christie
The
novel?
very first one.
Is that the Roger Ackroyd?
Yes, that's one of my favorite. And the other one that I really liked was the one on the train. I can't remember the name of it.
That's Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes, that was not the other one that
I got to tell you, I love the movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, there's two
Yeah.
of them. There's
Yeah.
one from the mid-'70s with Albert Finney. It's outstanding. And the one from about 5 years ago with Kenneth Branagh is not
Okay,
as
that's
good,
good.
but
Okay.
it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. But the one from the 70s is
Yeah.
really, you'd get a kick out of that. Coca-Cola was invented at pharmacy, and before running for president of the United States, Hubert Humphrey was a pharmacist. I did not realize that, so there you go. All that is Pharmacist Day. What else is today? This is National Marzipan Day. Join millions of people across the country as they participate in the annual National Marzipan Day. Delve into the sweet confection, and this celebration kicks off with creatively formed confections that delight the eyes. I have no idea what marzipan is. I feel bad.
It's no, I think it's something you either love or you
Well,
don't like.
it's like almond.
It's a lot like fondant. It's a lot like fondant.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a couple of pieces. They try to make them look like fruit.
Yeah. It use almond paste.
Almond paste.
Yes, I think
Is
you
that
know
what it
I
is?
think.
All right.
I didn't come ready for this, but yeah, I
didn't
think that's
either.
what it was. That's what it is.
Oh, well,
Marzipan,
you can make it up.
decorations, yeah.
You can
just
make it
up. Who's check
Make
fact?
it up.
Anybody
Nobody's
fact
checking
checking?
your
No fact checking
facts.
on your show? Oh my gosh! I
There's
thought today was National Clear Your Desk Day.
Oh, really? Well, you see, we're shooting this on the 11th instead as well. So the 11th is National
Okay.
Clear Your Desk
Yeah,
Day.
okay. Yes. Yes.
Have you cleared your
Oh
desk?
gosh, no.
Are you
It
going
looks
to?
as cluttered as my mind is.
Well, I'm not going to clear my desk today either.
Yeah.
I just started
Yeah.
it. I just started it. Heck no,
I
I'm
think
not
today for the 11th also it's National Hot Toddy Day.
National Hot Toddy. There you go.
Now you want to celebrate?
That one I'll celebrate. I'm all for it. That
Right.
sounds good. Hot toddy's like liquor and cinnamon or something, right?
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
it's warm.
Yep, I think it's supposed to be. You get wet in the rain or you're cold from the snow, you come in for a
There you
hot toddy,
go.
yeah.
There you go. Well, you know what? Another one today is. This is National Shop for Travel Day.
Oh.
As the holiday season fades away, folks' minds turn to the next opportunity for a vacation. While that may seem far off, the second Tuesday in January is the annual National Shop for Travel Day. Contact your travel agents or go online and do all that kind of stuff. Compare hotels, check flights, and ask friends or family for the best travel agents to help you make the most of your travel plans. Where's the next trip the Kakac family is taking,
Well-
or planning to take before or after the pandemic?
I just returned from India.
Did you?
I took a trip to India in October.
Got to see the family.
No, actually, I don't have any family left.
All the family's passed?
All my family's passed, and I actually went to
What a horrific question I just asked. I feel
It's
terrible
okay.
now.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Well, I'm glad you went over there just to get away then.
No, I had some business that I had to take care of, property related and whatnot.
Probably
so
have
I
to
did,
do.
and I actually stayed away. I do have some relatives. I mean,
Where would you go other than India if you were like wanting? If you're going to plan your travel for your vacation, not to see family anywhere. Anytime.
So this summer, my daughter and I usually take a trip somewhere.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we are looking at Australia and New Zealand.
Nice.
Yeah. We weren't able to go anywhere this summer.
Yeah.
We went to London last.
Is Australia letting Americans in?
No, they're not.
That's what I thought.
Neither is New Zealand. They have like New Zealand is like they completely shut down. Back in March and April, and they were able to completely, I guess, keep COVID out.
Well, that's
nobody's aligned. There's only 15 countries you can go to, U.S. citizens right now.
Really? I didn't.
Most of them are in the Caribbean.
Okay. Well, I guess they don't want
to. You can go to Dubai, and you can go to Croatia right now.
Must be able to go to India.
You have to have only if you have.
Only if you're
have some connection.
Or property ownership.
Property,
or
yeah. Now you have to get special permission to do it. You just cannot buy a ticket. Yeah, you got to. It was a rigmarole.
It was a rigmarole. That's a great word. I was thinking of another word that I realized I couldn't say.
It was a bit of a circus. Yeah.
Well, that's
I don't know what word you were thinking of.
Yeah, you probably don't want to. Let's go on television, folks. What do you want to see on TV tonight? It is all NCAA men's basketball tonight. Wisconsin is at Michigan on ESPN. That is on at 6 o'clock tonight. It's a doubleheader night on ESPN. The Badgers versus the Wolverines, followed by the Alabama Crimson Tide at Kentucky. Again, that's on ESPN Channel 601. Also tonight on Fox Sports 1, Channel 610 at 6 o'clock. Butler takes on St. John's, followed by Providence at Marquette, the Golden Eagles. And then a big night also on ESPN 2, Channel 638. Doubleheader there as well. 3 ranked teams, pardon me. Tennessee is at Vanderbilt at 6 o'clock, and then a huge game at 8 o'clock. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers, number 14, taking on the number 2 Baylor Bears. Again, both those games on ESPN2. Over there, Sharmila Kakac. My name is Bruce Dickey. We are going to talk adult education today. Get everybody smarter. We'll be right back here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right after these words. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Bad too. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Joined today by Sharmila Kakac. She is the program director for adult education for the Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. And if folks don't realize how big that is, how many people do you have under you? How many people are you teaching?
Well,
or tell me about the program.
Okay, yeah, great. So the adult education program is our main office is out of Fairfield, out of Frontier.
Okay.
But we manage out of that office. We manage all for the colleges, including Frontier. We
Right.
have Olney Central, Lincoln Trail, and Wabash Valley, and we run the program for the entire district out
Okay.
of the Frontier office. Typically in a given year, we will have, there's different ways to measure a student, but we typically have anywhere between 200 to 300 students that come to the program.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and our classes are not typical classes like you would have at a college. So they are either morning or evening, depending on where we are, whether it's Lincoln Trail or Fairfield. It runs a little differently.
It varies at every place?
It varies at every location. We tried, and the reason it does vary with every location is because we are trying to accommodate the population there.
Yeah.
So like at Robinson, where most people, even people, so
You have a lot of people in Robinson that are maybe in factory jobs.
Correct. So
refinery.
yeah, so we'll have an evening class there. Like some other places, we would have a daytime class. So
I see.
it just depends. So what we're teaching is we are working with students to get them their high school equivalency. In our case, it would be the GED. That's the program we offer is the GED program as part of our curriculum.
I'm surprised that your numbers at 300. I would have thought that at this point in 2021 that high school. I mean, you were required to go to high school throughout until you're like 17 or 18.
Right.
At 17? Is it
17, yep.
And I'm kind of surprised. Are you surprised by the level of folks that fall through the cracks, maybe, or is that a good way to put it?
Before I started this job, I that's exactly what I thought. Like, why would somebody drop out, or
Yeah.
how does somebody fall through the cracks?
Right.
But now that I've been in this job for a little over a year, life circumstances, people
Yeah.
have so many challenges that come up. Some of it, things that they either, it's sometimes it's a choice. We get a lot of students who actually get homeschooled, but they need that, they need the high school diploma to go on to college or
Yeah.
whatever, so they'll come into the program.
Right.
We have people who, made some choices that forced them to get out of school.
Or family issues.
Family issues. We've had students who, actually have dropped out to take care of parents,
Yeah.
sick parents and whatnot. So there's just a lot of, life circumstances that if you're not in their shoes, you really don't understand. So people do drop out. We have, in fact, in our district, which is our IECC district, we have over 11,000 people without a high school equivalent.
11,000 adults?
Adults without a high school diploma.
I'm surprised. That seems like a really high number.
That's a large.
I haven't switched the pictures around on the. I'll get the map out here when we come back. But for the number of counties in that map, That's a pretty high percentage. What kind of percentage are we talking
We're
about?
talking about, and we track right along with the national averages, which is about 10% of the population does
Is
not
that
have.
right?
Yes.
What direction is that going? Have you been there long enough to look at past trends to see if that's going up or down?
It stays pretty steady.
Does it really?
It has stayed pretty steady. And it varies, so when the economy is good, there's less people in the program because they've got jobs and they're working and getting a high school diploma is like far away,
It's not.
Yeah, it's not a priority.
Not what they're looking for.
No, it's not. But then when things turn and the economy, starts to shrink and people get laid off, or you have a global pandemic, people get laid off, people come, they start thinking about those things.
I'll be doggone.
Yeah.
I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about whether this program might be right for you or for somebody you know, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll do that when we return here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Sharmila Kakac. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after this. Do stick around. Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Sharmila Kakac is here. Sharmila is the program director for adult education for the Illinois Eastern Community Colleges and based in Fairfield, but you go all over the place, don't you?
Right. We cover our entire district, yes.
So all over and we were talking a little bit ago about about what'd you say, 11,000 people without
11,000 people in our district.
High school diplomas. Mm-hmm. There's the district right there, and when you look at that, there aren't that many people in that district. I mean, there's no really large town. You're out and you don't have Effingham in there
No, we don't.
to blow it open. And these are like counties with 15, 17,000 people.
So it's approximately a little over 100,000.
Is that right?
In the district.
Of
And
the adults?
Yeah.
No
and
kidding.
and you've got 11% of the population without a high school.
And you mentioned that, well, I'll ask you that question later. Tell me a little bit about, all right, say that I somehow I am one of these people who didn't get a high school diploma. How do I go about, but I feel the need, I need one now.
Right.
Like through this
Yes.
pandemic type of
Yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
We've got this going on. I don't know how to start. How do I start? What is the key?
Right. So all you have to do is either call us, stop by our offices at any of the colleges. They each have an adult education office there, or you can call us.
Really?
Just call, and what we do is we set you up with an appointment to come in and fill out the registration
You
paperwork.
scoot over that way just a little bit. The microphone's in your face.
Right.
Now it's perfect.
All right. So we set up an appointment for people to come in and do the registration, and you have to take a test. It's not a pass, fail, or anything
I'm
like
going to say
that.
you're going to help me here. Wait, you're making me take a test even before I get started.
It's gonna be-
I get nervous at tests. Come on, Sharmila.
So you take a test just actually to figure, because people are, they leave high school at different ages, right? Somebody drops out. Somebody may have left school altogether after 8th grade.
It's basically tested to
establish
determine a level.
Exactly, so that we can put you
Baseline.
in the baseline, to put you in the right class.
Okay.
So, so you are successful. That's the whole goal of the program. So we test you and we figure out at what level you're going in. And then, so the classroom is a little bit like a one-room schoolhouse, because you got people at varying levels
Right.
of
Varying levels of
competency, I guess.
education.
Yeah, right. And so the teacher then works with them individually. So the teacher would work with you individually to set up what you need to do so you can pass. So the GED comprised of 4 tests. So you have math, language, arts, social sciences, social studies, and science. So you got to pass each of these tests to then get your diploma.
I got to ask a question.
Yeah.
I got to ask. I mean, I haven't been in school for almost 40 years. Could I still pass a test like this? Is it, or have things changed so much? Am I going to do so poorly on the math, maybe that'll bring the rest down or something like that? Or?
No, you have to pass each of these individually.
Really?
Yeah, so it's not a cumulative thing. Well, I really knocked it out of the park in social studies,
Yeah.
but I really didn't do so well in math. It does not average out. So you got to pass each of these subjects to pass. So.
I must say that I suspect some people do. I mean, a lot of people probably don't do this because it seems daunting to them, doesn't it?
It is until you are in the program.
Really?
And then, and once you're in the program, you realize, anything when you first look at it can be very daunting,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But once you're in the program, the teachers work with you. We provide tutors. There's all kinds of help to get you through it. We have and you're right, math is generally the one that people wait for the last to take. Because it is. It's just something that, as a culture, I think we're kind of afraid of math.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think so.
So we have a math class, math-only class.
Really?
Yes, we have a math-only class. So you passed all 3 of the other tests, and math is it. So we'll put you in the math class. So we work with students to make sure that they are successful.
All right, now
Yeah.
we had this map up here. Are there? Tell me what all the stars are for. Do we have? Because I can see Frontier has a label and Wabash
Right.
has a label. What else is going on there? In Newton has a star and
Right.
Lawrenceville has a star.
So the labeled ones are where we actually have campuses.
Right.
Those
No,
are
sure.
where our
Okay.
campuses are, and we offer classes on campus.
Okay.
And the other stars, which are not labeled, those are places where we hold classes.
Newton and Flora and Albion.
Newton, Flora,
Lawrenceville.
Albion, and we are not having a class this semester at Newton. We had a class last semester, but we're
Okay.
not having one this semester. But that's where we offer classes, and those are either at the high school or at a local church or sometimes a community center. That's where we have them. Yeah.
What is the? You probably need to scoot back down.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'm trying to keep the microphone out of your face. What is the general? Do students come in a bit nervous whenever, or do folks come in, well, I'm going to knock this out of the park in the
Both.
first try?
A lot of young people come in and they're like, I'm going to take all these tests. I'm going to be done in 3 months.
Yeah.
And some
Yeah.
do, actually. We've had students that have come in and in one 8-week period, they're out of the program.
Right.
And there are others, who come in and it takes them a little bit longer. It depends entirely on where you're at, as far as your preparedness. So if you've been out of school for a long time,
I've been out of school so long, I'm just worried.
Well, it's a good thing you got your high school diploma, then,
It's a
right?
good thing I got my diploma. That's exactly right. I tell you what, let's take another quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about some other folks who needed, we're going to talk a little bit. There is no shame in this, is there?
Absolutely not.
And we're
Absolutely not.
and this is a good thing for folks to going about getting. That is Sharmila Kakac. I'm Bruce Dickey. Back right after this. Stick around. When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Morning, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on the Wabash Catch TV. My guest today is Sharmila Kakac. She is the Program Director for Adult Education for the Illinois Eastern Community Colleges Group. And I guess you don't need that group. It's plural. You see, I'm impressing you. I'd be able to pass the test, wouldn't I?
I think so.
I've used
At least social studies.
I've used a couple of words. I know I haven't shown off any math skills yet, but
That's coming later.
That's right. We're going to bring in a board.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is coming later, isn't it? Oh no! But we're talking about the adult education program at IECC. All right, now we've talked about folks who might have a job,
Right.
and don't feel like they if you don't have your GED yet or your I guess equivalency diploma yet. Why do I need one?
Because if you, okay, it might be a good time to throw on that slide because it shows what the unemployment.
It was 2.
It was 2.
It was slide
Yeah. So
2.
if you look at that,
Yeah.
if you look at who has the highest, unemployment rate, is it people without your high school diploma, and it decreases as you go up on the ladder. So that's why if you don't have a high school diploma and you happen to get laid off,
Yeah.
you're the first to get laid off and the last to get hired.
I hadn't really thought about that way because
So-
at that point it's more difficult to get hired without that high school diploma.
Exactly.
Because I mean, now granted you might be the hardest worker ever, but
Absolutely.
but businesses, they need something
when
to
you
show.
turn in a resume or fill in an application, I mean, there's different ways that if you've ever hired people, you have to separate, right?
Right.
You've got to narrow down your list, and that's one of the places people look to is education level.
Sure.
And one of the first groups to get cut out are people without high school diplomas.
The fascinating thing to me is the doctoral degree and the professional degrees,
Right.
and how they
Pretty
almost
close.
make how they almost make the same amount of money.
Right.
For one thing, I didn't realize how many people with doctorates are unemployed.
Not very many.
Well,
Maybe by choice.
That's what I'm
1%.
wondering.
Maybe if you depend on what you got your doctorate in, right?
Yeah. It might have your doctorate in leisure studies or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
which probably is tough in 2020 and 21.
Exactly. But if you look at that, and then you look to the green bars show what people make.
Right.
Your median your median income there. So that, and here comes the math.
Okay, all right.
So you make
I'm ready, I can do this.
Yeah, $592 a week, and if you have your high school diploma, making $746. So you're talking about
$150 a week.
And you multiply that by 52, and you multiply that by, say, you work for 50 years. Now you're talking about almost $400,000 your lifetime.
I'm going to do this without writing it down.
Okay, let's.
It's 150. It would be times 50 is what, $7,500?
Well, yeah, about
A little bit over $7,500.
$8,000 is the average. Is what we take.
8,000. Okay. Well, I had 2 more weeks. I
Yep.
just did 50.
Yeah.
And then if you're looking at 50 years, you're looking at, oh my heavens,
Yes, you're looking
that
at
adds $400,000.
$400,000 over your lifetime. That's what you're leaving on the table by not getting your high school diploma. I mean, whatever other reason you may have for getting your, some people come in because they made it a goal,
Yeah.
They promised their grandkids they were going to do it, whatever their reason. But for a young person, that's what you're leaving on the table. If at 18 you or 17 you drop out of high school and never get it,
Let's take a look
and
at
you're going
this.
to work longer because if you're only earning $592 a week,
It's going to be tough to retire.
Exactly.
Let's take a look at that again. The one that fascinates me is the associate's degree and the some college no degree.
Yeah.
To get into college, you got to have a high school diploma. Basically, it's a law, almost. And that's where the money really steps up.
Yeah.
That's the difference
Right.
there.
Right. It's huge. It is huge for over a lifetime.
Well, bachelor's degree, 2.2% now from this 2019, of course, but
Right. These are the
bachelor's
latest
degree-
that's available on the
Right.
Bureau of Labor Statistics.
2.2% for a bachelor's degree, and the thing is, you're not going to be able to get that associate's degree.
No.
You're not going to be able to get that bachelor's degree until you have a high
Right.
school
Exactly.
diploma.
Yeah. So you're the opportunities that you're missing. It's hard to explain that to somebody, your own kid or your grandkid if they're thinking about dropping out of high school. But this quantifies it. I think it sticks with you to think that you're going to lose almost half. Wow. The average is 400,000. So it could, depending on.
Let's talk a little bit. I mentioned beforehand that there's a little bit of a. Let's scoot over a little bit. A little bit of a what's the word? I'm blanking on the word. A little bit of a something against folks not having. There are many people that don't have a degree, don't have high school diplomas. I mean, you aren't alone if you don't have a high school diploma.
There's a lot of people.
There are a lot of people who
11% of the population. That's a big.
There
big
are
chunk.
famous people who don't have.
Absolutely.
What's the word I'm looking for? Doggone it, Sharmila.
Like prejudice or?
No, not a prejudice. That's close, but that's not it. Here's some folks who don't have high school diplomas. Okay, now I know who 5 of them are.
Okay, who are they? So you got.
Well, you've got starting up at the top is the guy I don't know.
Okay, so that gentleman is Dr. Richard Carmona. He was a U.S. Surgeon General at one point in time.
Really?
Yes.
The Surgeon General had to go back to get his GED.
He got his GED. And you got Peter Jennings, of course. He flunked out, I believe.
No kidding.
Or he didn't have a very successful attempt at school in Canada, and he came to the United States and then went on and got his GED. And Michael J. Fox and Paris Hilton, she went back and got her GED. She went to private school.
How in the world did Paris Hilton get through life the first 20 years without a GED?
She just dropped out,
Just dropped out of school.
She was a socialite full time, I guess. And a lot of people do that because they get an opportunity like Carmen Diaz. She dropped out of high school as well. She has a GED because she got a modeling contract.
Really? Cameron Diaz?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So people drop out for various reasons, Some out of necessity, some out of choice.
Yeah.
But the point of it all being that it's never too late to go do it.
You take a look at Dave Thomas there.
Yeah, Wendy's,
Yeah, Wendy's guy.
Yeah.
Dave Thomas, he probably started working in a fry joint or something at the age of 15 or 14.
Yeah.
He started working at Reban's or something like that.
And you can go online and look up famous people who got their GED, and you'll see a bunch of other people, like Nicolas Cage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Christian Slater. He promised his kids he would, so he did go back and get his GED.
No kidding.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Wait a second.
Yep. Neither of them had their high school diploma.
Beyonce and they both went back to get a GED.
That's what people think. It's on the internet, so you believe it if you want to. But they do. When you look up, famous people with GEDs, they're one of the people that pops up. Yeah. So
I'll be doggone. Well, and Jim Carrey's the other one there in the middle. So Jim Carrey, I've heard him talk about his book. Of course, he's written books now.
Yeah.
But Jim Carrey basically. He was homeless after a particular period of time in Canada, and he went traveling all over and just bumming around.
Right.
That's just
so you don't have to let your choice define you forever. If you decide you dropped out of high school for whatever reason, you can always come back and
got pictures of happy graduates. Are these ceremonies from GED ceremonies?
Yes, and this was this past July. Of course, we couldn't have a big, a regular ceremony, so we decided, because part of what we do is, we want to celebrate our students.
Yeah.
They're very, very important.
Yeah.
And so what we did was we actually had individual graduations. So
really?
we had individual students come in with their families, and we had a ceremony just for them, all in one day, but we gave them time slots, and people came in, and it was great. It was really a wonderful thing.
Are they able to graduate from each of the facilities, or do they all come down to Frontier?
No, each of the facilities has their has their graduation. So,
how do folks find out more information about that?
You can go online to the IECC website.
Okay.
And look under community. And one of the drop-down options is adult education.
That is IECC.edu.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. You can call us at Frontier. It's 842-3711.
Okay.
And those are the two best ways to get information. Of course, you can always stop by the office.
Yeah.
You can. We're actually in the middle. This week is the first day of classes.
Oh, we're open.
We're open. Yes, we're off to the races.
How about that?
Yeah. It was really nice.
Back in school.
This morning, the students on campus, people driving up, kids running out, running late into class.
I must ask a very tough question.
Yeah.
Have they opened the coffee shop yet?
Not yet. I don't think. I think
I would be shot when I got home if I had not asked that question.
No, I'm not sure if it's open. I cannot tell.
Somebody I live with really enjoys the coffee
shop. Yeah, but I think they're trying to keep students out of gathering and whatnot. So I know the bookstore is open, but I think it's by appointment, or you got to ring the doorbell, and it's only letting so many people at a time. But I don't believe the coffee shop is quite open yet.
Well, I'm sure they'll figure something out for my coffee, my caffeine needs. Well, not my caffeine.
Yeah.
Okay, so folks can still register.
Absolutely. You can register. It's not too late, and we actually register people through the first 3 classes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we will register people, and even after that. So say it's February, and you go, you know what? I wish I was in the program. I missed my chance. You can always still get. We offer an online class for students who are in between sessions.
Okay.
And they can work online with the teacher.
All right.
Because when you're ready, we're ready for you.
Well, there you go.
That's what we want to do.
There you go, folks. That's how you make sure that you get your GED. Make sure you get your education. I tell you what, let's take one more quick break. We'll wrap things up with Sharmila here. Sharmila has been all over the world. I'm going to get a travel log from Sharmila. Do you mind? You don't mind?
No, absolutely. That'd be fun.
I'm excited. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That is the word. Scandalized. Not scandalized. It's something like that. I'm going to come up with a break. Back right after this. Stick around.
So what are you trying to say?
I don't know what I'm trying to say, Sharmila.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Hello, Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My guest today is Sharmila Kakac. She is the Program Director for Adult Education at Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. And if you need more information, by all means, get a hold of... go to iecc.edu, check out the community page, and be the best.
There, yeah.
It'll be there.
Right.
Make a phone call to 842-3711. Find stuff. There is also in this. There's also a need for teachers, aren't there?
Well, we have a need for tutors. So
Tutors.
we have the AVL program, which is Adult Volunteer Literacy Program.
Okay.
And we need tutors to work with our students who are in our ESL classes that we started offering. We've got a lot of students, and they need some one-on-one time to help with their, just to speak, speaking, and just a lot of these are people who have come to the United States.
Right.
Who are living here in our community and either don't speak the language very well, or so what you would be doing with them is not only working on their language but cultural skills too.
Right.
So it's great. I did that even long before I started working at IECC. I did that years ago, and it was a really rewarding experience because you really feel like you're making a difference.
Well, see, now that's cool. So get a hold of them at 842-3711
Yep.
if you feel like you can help. English as a second language
tutors, and we're also looking for tutors for students in the GED program who may need a little help with math or social studies, whatever subject they're working on. It's just a 1 hour a week commitment. That's it.
Sharmila will be willing to put you in the right direction.
Right.
Certainly.
Yep.
There's something else that a new program at IECC that I don't think a lot of folks have heard about. This is more in coordination with businesses, isn't it? Tell me a little bit about the integrated.
So you're talking about the
integrated training.
Yeah,
IET.
The IET, the Integrated Education Training. So it is an opportunity for students who don't have their GED or the high school diploma, basically, to learn a skill at the same time. So when you graduate, the one we're offering right now is an IET for welding.
Okay.
So what you would do is you would take your GED classes and you would take welding classes, and when you're done with both, not only will you have your high school diploma, but you'll have a welding certificate. You're immediately employable.
Oh, that's exactly.
And you know what welders make?
Welders make a ton. They're going to be off of that chart that we showed. That chart, the welders are going to be at the really high end of it.
Exactly. So, and then the other thing is, so we've got the welding IET right now that's being offered out of LTC, out of Robinson, but we're also planning a truck driving IET, hopefully within this next calendar year.
Is the truck driving going to be out of Frontier, or do you?
It'll actually be held out of Noble.
Okay.
It'll be out of Noble, out of the West Richland Center, because we've got it's centrally located. And, if you're wanting to do this, if you're wanting to get your GED and get a skill at the same time, fantastic opportunity. But out of Frontier, we're planning a healthcare IET.
Really?
Yeah. So you could get your.
Well, see, Frontier's kind of the nursing school for the colleges.
Right. Yeah. So that's one of the areas. So they do surveys and they decide like career clusters that are good for our region, and healthcare and manufacturing are the two career clusters for our region here. So. Yeah, we're very excited about these programs. This is new. This is new to us, the IET. We're launching it right now at LTC for the welding one, and our plan is to add these two and maybe others as we go along. Yeah.
Integrated education training.
Yeah.
There you go. So if you have questions, you can find those on the iecc.edu as well, right?
Yes, and just call us if you have any questions about any of this, or you have a family member that you think should be interested in it.
There you go.
Call. We have a lot of parents and grandparents call. We do.
I mean, I bet you that's where you probably get a lot of the folks.
Absolutely.
Reference to you.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, stigma was the word. Stigma.
There is no stigma.
There's no stigma. See,
at all. You know what? You come and you get it's a fantastic opportunity to get your diploma.
Just trying to make sure people realize that she came up with the word. I appreciate that. I've still got
takes a village, right?
Yeah, I appreciate that. I've still got brain fog. All right. You have traveled all over the place. We have discussed that I am in my fourth career. You're in your third career.
Yeah.
And as part of your third career, or one of your second career, as part of your second career, and for that matter, as part of your life in general, you have traveled all over the world.
I have. That was one of the most exciting things about my job at AirTex.
Yeah.
So I was the international sales manager there.
International sales manager. You would go. How many countries do you think you've been to? I guess you can't.
I don't know.
You can't really look up in your passport anymore because they don't stamp
anything anymore. But quite a few, places I never would have gone on my own had it not been for my job.
Yeah.
So,
what's your favorite? If you had, you've been all over the world. If you had, I always try to, and I always try to get people who have been all over the place to give me a little travelogue or something like that. What is your? If you had if say the COVID, the quarantines are gone. And you had the chance to go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I would go to New Zealand. That is absolutely the most favorite place I've been to.
Why?
It's very green. Not that
that's what I hear.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful. The people are beautiful. They're very kind. They're just so welcoming. I don't know. The first time I went there, I got off the plane, I got to the hotel, and I was like, I feel so comfortable here.
Really?
Yeah. It's just something about the place. I absolutely loved it.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite places.
What's the weather like down there? I mean, it's
rainy.
Really?
Yeah, very green and rainy.
Green.
Yeah. It's just a beautiful country.
They got beaches?
They do, and they have beaches.
They got sharks though.
They do have sharks. Volcano. One of the times I was flying out of there, the volcano, and I cannot remember the name of the volcano. It's on the North Island. It's two big islands.
Okay.
It was spewing stuff, and as you got higher and higher, you could actually see the gurgling volcano and the smoke coming out of it. It was pretty neat.
Oh, that is pretty cool. It's just
they have earthquakes. It's just
you're like, well, you're on the Ring of Fire. So,
yeah.
I mean, so you're you were in your own little Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. It's a beautiful country.
Oh, that is so cool. If you had your choice of say you're back into that job, and there are places that they want you to go to sell something or other, and places you've been before, and you may not want to experience something there again. Where would you not want to return to?
Well, there's no place that I really would not want to return to. I think almost any place you go to has something interesting to offer. But I did. No, wait, I'm not done. No, I'm not done though. But I think the one place that I didn't have a very good experience was Malaysia.
Malaysia. Where in Malaysia were you?
I'm in Kuala Lumpur.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just didn't have a very good experience at the airport. I had some issues with my documentation. And there was a little threat of maybe throwing me into a holding cell. But anyway, it all worked out, and I was able to leave. And it's a very interesting city. But
was this on the way in or the way out?
On the way in.
Okay.
And the problem was I was not a U.S. citizen at that point in time, so I was traveling on an Indian passport.
Yeah.
And they told me at the consulate,
company.
at the Malaysian consulate, said, well, if you're going to be there less than 72 hours, you don't need a visa. Well, that was not true. That was not true. You needed a visa of some sort. So other than that, once I got past that hiccup, it was fine. But, so you got to be careful. Places you go to, you got to be careful. You want to make sure all your documentation is correct.
Well, see, now
lesson learned.
That's really the thing, though.
Yeah.
I mean, for any traveler going anywhere, it is important.
Yeah.
It is tremendously important that you keep your documents ready to go and
copies of all your documents. You got to make
because
sure
you might lose them.
You might lose them. You've got to
Where do you keep the copies of your documents?
Well, I have to take them on my phone for one thing.
Okay.
Keep everything on my phone, and I keep a second set always. I should leave one set in my office.
Oh, okay.
All documents, copies of your credit card back and forth. Lose them, you got to call somebody.
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, you just got to be cautious, be careful wherever you're going. Things can go wrong no matter where you are.
And that's the thing,
Yeah.
if you're like you say you're traveling in Germany or something like that, you somebody picks your pocket or something. You figure you can go to the consulate and they'll be able to pull up your
but it's a lot easier if you if you have a copy of something. It just makes things easier. Yeah. So.
I'm so happy you came up here.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. I hope, folks, if you have questions, give her a call at Frontier Community College, 842-3711, or go online, iecc.edu, and let's make people smart.
Yeah, you know what? There's nothing that should stop you because we provide everything. It's free. The entire thing is free. There, you don't pay for classes, you don't pay for books, and we even provide you computers and Wi-Fi hotspots should you need them.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Sharmila, thanks very much.
Thank you for having me.
See you all next time. Have a great day, everybody.